And it's time once again for the Retro Orange Panther of the Week. This time we're going to kill two birds with one stone. Going to have Ryan Merrill and Caleb Davis from respective weeks in lacrosse season when Orange made its deepest run in the history of the school in the sport of lacrosse all the way to the state quarterfinals. Ryan was the leading scorer on the team this year. Caleb came up with many outstanding plays. And guys, now that you've had time to reflect on it, what do you think back to when you think of this run through the state playoffs to the quarterfinals?
Well, I think it's definitely going to be historic, and future seasons are going to definitely look at this team and think, look at us and use us as motivation for what they could possibly do.
Yeah. Caleb, what do you think back?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. People want to try and use us as motivation, but also we can only think about the times we remember and what we could have done better, but at least we gave it our best shot.
Yeah, well, you talk about it like it's a little negative here, but how often have you thought about that Northwood comeback? I mean, that really was remarkable. In the span of 9 days, you come back, you lose to Northwood by, I think, 13 goals it was, and then you turn around and you beat them here in some wild circumstances. How much have you thought about that in the last couple of months?
It's definitely been on my mind. Just every now and then I've been thinking about it, and it just shows that a change in energy and a change in way we think about stuff can really make a huge difference when it comes down to it.
Yeah. What about you, Caleb?
Yeah, the moment was real and it was there, and we all felt like we had to do it. We wanted to be the team from Orange to go to the state playoffs. Sadly, we didn't, but we gave it our best shot and made it the farthest that Orange has ever been.
You've made it state playoffs, just to make to the regional final.
Yeah.
You almost got there, though. So, Ryan, for you, I think it's, from what I've heard, at least Appalachian State, is that?
That's right.
Yeah. So what are you going to do at Appalachian?
I'm just going there, probably major in exercise science, but use that to go on probably a different path eventually. And I hope to play on the club team there, too.
Okay. And you'll play in the snow also, I imagine, since you'll be at Appalachian.
For sure.
Gail, what about you?
I'm going to UNCW.
Okay.
And I plan to play club lacrosse too. I'm still undecided, but
For the major.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm thinking about pre-law.
Okay. But lacrosse will still be a prominent part of your lives, just not going to do it at that level. So we're actually, in the interest of full disclosure, we're taping this just before Memorial Day weekend, and for us lacrosse fans out here, it's the biggest weekend of the year because that means it's championship weekend, and once again, several Triangle teams in the Final Four, Duke and UNC. Are you guys going to be watching that tomorrow?
Yeah, definitely. Usually I'm a UNC fan for all other sports, but this year I think I might have to go for Duke because I know some of their players. Yeah.
Oh, who do you know from Duke?
Yeah, I know Joe Robertson and Nakai Montgomery.
Okay. And that was some final against Loyola the other day. I don't know if I've ever seen a dirtier hit in a close game than that one. I was a little surprised that was only a 1 minute non-releasable penalty. What about you, Kale? You gonna be watching?
I'll definitely be watching it, and I'll go for the Tar Heels.
You're gonna go for
Always,
UNC.
yeah.
That was. What'd you think of that? Did you watch the Rutgers game the other day?
I didn't.
Yeah, that was a wild finish too. So, what do you guys? I mean, it was Jace Womble who scored a game-winning goal. I think he had the game winner, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's not Jace Womble. It was Connor Cruz who had the game-winning goal against Northwood, who's a freshman, and he's potentially an All-American here. So what do you think about the future of Orange lacrosse?
Well, I think we got a bright future. I think hopefully the senior class this year, we laid a strong foundation for what's to come.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think as long as everybody be strong leaders and they all just work as a team, the future is bright. Yeah. And they have the talent to do it.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting time here, certainly. Next year, be back to a more traditional schedule, be perhaps a brand new conference as well for lacrosse, which has typically been separate from other sports in terms of conference alignment. We'll just have to see how it shakes out. Guys, we're going to miss talking to you, but thanks for doing this one. Ryan, Caleb, congratulations. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.